Hello, everyone, and welcome to the open conference lobbying for the cryptocurrency group, Kaiser's Cryptocurrency Group. My name is Ty, or Taim, Ty Clifford. I live here in Kaiser. I've been living here for quite a few years. I grew up here in Kaiser, West Virginia. And I'm obviously in the cryptocurrency. So this presentation will be for people around the area just getting into cryptocurrency, wanting to figure out what it is, what it does, what can you do with it. Pointing out some of the differences between cryptocurrency and traditional currency such as the US dollar, things like that. Anyway, let's jump right into it. I'm going to show you some YouTube videos that kind of, dive into it more than I would be able to just sit here and express. Plus, everyone likes videos. Who doesn't like videos? Anyway, this video is around a minute 55 seconds. It dives right into what is cryptocurrency and gives you a pretty basic understanding. So we'll take a glance at that now.
It's easy to assume digital currency has been around since the late 1990s. That's about the time the internet really took off in the public eye, and people started making bill payments and purchases online. At that time, all the online payments were done in local currencies, which is controlled by the government. What is cryptocurrency? A cryptocurrency is a medium of exchange like normal currencies such as dollar, pound, etc. Cryptocurrency is a digital or virtual currency that uses cryptography for security. It is difficult to counterfeit because of this security feature. Cryptography is used to secure the transactions and to control the creation of new coins. The first cryptocurrency to be created was Bitcoin in 2009. Today there are hundreds of other cryptocurrencies, often referred to as altcoins. Unlike centralized banking, where governments control the value of a currency through the process of printing fiat money, government has no control over cryptocurrencies as they are fully decentralized. Most cryptocurrencies are designed to decrease in production over time, like Bitcoin. Bitcoin will never have more than 21 million coins in circulation. All cryptocurrencies are maintained by a community of cryptocurrency miners who are members of the general public that have set up their computers to participate in the validation and processing of transactions. Thank you for watching. To know more about cryptocurrency, visit CommunityCoded.com. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to Community Coded and follow us on social media.
Okay, so now you have a rough idea what cryptocurrency is. Now you can basically understand it's decentralized, hopefully. There is no central point of authority. Simply no banks. You can be your own bank. I guess the idea of a bank, a cryptocurrency bank, could exist in the ecosystem, but nonetheless, there are no central points of authority, which makes cryptocurrency pretty exciting. So another chapter or another thing to cryptocurrency is that some of the digital currencies that are out there are mineable. You can mine them. You can generate the money by solving mathematical problems. And I'm going to show you this video here, which will briefly dive into mining and what it's all about. So this next video about mining is roughly it's 2 minutes 55 seconds. So let me bring that up now. Here we go.
What is Bitcoin mining? Bitcoin operates as a peer-to-peer network. This means that everyone who uses Bitcoin is a tiny fraction of the bank of Bitcoin. But where do Bitcoins come from? With paper money, a government decides when to print and distribute money. Bitcoin doesn't have a central government. With Bitcoin, miners use special software to solve math problems and are issued a certain number of Bitcoins in exchange. This provides a smart way to issue the currency and also creates an incentive for more people to mine. And since miners are required to approve Bitcoin transactions, more miners means a more secure network. The Bitcoin network automatically changes the difficulty of the math problems, depending on how fast they're being solved. In the early days, Bitcoin miners solved these math problems with the processors in their computers. Soon, miners discovered that graphics cards used for gaming were much better suited to this kind of math. Graphics cards are faster, but they use more electricity and generate a lot of heat. The first commercial Bitcoin mining products included chips that were reprogrammed for mining Bitcoin. These chips were faster, but still power-hungry. ASIC, or Application-Specific Integrated Circuit chips, are designed specifically for Bitcoin mining. ASIC technology has made Bitcoin mining even faster while using less power. As the popularity of Bitcoin increases, more miners join the network, making it more difficult for individuals to solve the math problems. To overcome this, miners have developed a way to work together in pools. Pools of miners find solutions faster than their individual members, and each miner is rewarded proportionate to the amount of work he or she provides. Mining is an important and integral part of Bitcoin that ensures fairness while keeping the Bitcoin network stable, safe, and secure. For more information about Bitcoin mining, visit bitcoinmining.com.
Okay, so that's mining Bitcoin. Of course, you can apply the same concept to most other currencies. They're mostly mined the same way, same methods. You just produce an alternate coin, which you're referring to in the first video, alternate coins, altcoins. There's things like Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash. There's quite a few different ones out there, and there's about just hundreds of markets that you can put these mined coins on, or you can purchase or trade on these markets, these exchanges. So mining's really cool. The thing about it is, though, you gotta have the capital to start. The video card prices have went up since mining has become more popular. So now your good video cards are the ones that, the ones that are meant for mining or good or geared towards mining are generally $600 and up now. Decent ones, or the ones that you most likely want are 1,000 and up, 1,200. So you can mine coins that are CPU friendly as opposed to graphics card GPU friendly. You just may not get as much return if you don't have a dedicated machine to actually do this. But nonetheless, behind all of this cryptocurrency, or each cryptocurrency, is what we refer to as a blockchain. That will be our next video coming up. It's going to go over of course, what a blockchain is, how it helps keep track of all the transactions, so on and so forth. So we'll bring that video up now and go from there. It's 2 minutes, 55 seconds. Again.
When you vote, have you ever wondered whether your ballot is actually counted? If you meet someone online, how do you know they're who they say they are? When you buy coffee that's labeled fair trade, what makes you so certain of its origin? To be sure, really sure, about any of those questions, you'd need a system where records could be stored, facts could be verified by anyone, and security is guaranteed. That way, no one could cheat the system by editing records, because everyone using the system would be watching. Systems like this are on the horizon, and the software that powers them is called a blockchain. Blockchains store information across a network of personal computers, making them not just decentralized, but distributed. This means no central company or person owns the system, yet everyone can use it and help run it. This is important because it means it's difficult for any one person to take down the network or corrupt it. The people who run the system use their computer to hold bundles of records submitted by others, known as blocks, in a chronological chain. The blockchain uses a form of math called cryptography to ensure that records can't be counterfeited or changed by anyone else. You've probably heard of the blockchain's first killer app, a form of digital cash called Bitcoin that you can send to anyone, even a complete stranger. Bitcoin is different from credit cards, PayPal, or other ways to send money because there isn't a bank or financial middleman involved. Instead, people from all over the world help move the digital money by validating others' Bitcoin transactions with their personal computers, earning a small fee in the process. Bitcoin uses the blockchain by tracking records of ownership over this digital cash, so only one person can be the owner at a time and the cash can't be spent twice, like counterfeit money in the physical world can. But Bitcoin is just the beginning for blockchains. In the future, blockchains that manage and verify online data could enable us to launch companies that are entirely run by algorithms, making self-driving cars safer, help us protect our online identities, and even track the billions of devices on the Internet of Things. These innovations will change our lives forever, and it's all just beginning. To learn more about the urgent future of the blockchain, please visit iftf.org/blockchainfutureslab.
Okay, so that's the blockchain. So to recap or summarize, the blockchain is a gigantic file that is altered and audited by the users of the network of that particular cryptocurrency. So the blockchain of Bitcoin would be authenticated via the users on that particular network. When a transaction is requested, it is verified by the users of that particular Bitcoin network. When Litecoin transactions need verified, they are verified via the users on that particular Litecoin blockchain. And once again, the blockchain is usable by everyone. For example, if I send a payment from myself to you, you could take the information of that, put it into what we call a blockchain explorer or a blockchain or explorer, and you could verify that I in fact sent that money, although it may have not made it to you. You can track when it potentially is going to make it to you. You can see that it's being verified. You can see how many transactions or verifications or transaction verifications it has left to go. And finally, when it arrives, you can see that too. So it's a really neat thing. And blockchains just aren't for transactions. They're also for files and all sorts of things. It's a really new concept. Well, it's quite a few years old now, but in terms of technology, it's new. Yeah, it's a new technology to really handle data, to really confirm data, and to really make sure that it's getting propagated, that it's being taken care of, and it's not being altered. So a blockchain is the master ledger. It is the master ledger. Now, some cryptocurrencies, to get a little in depth about the blockchain, some cryptocurrencies have the ability to do on-chain and off-chain records. Like off-chain, you would do everything there, then add it as necessary. So, but it's still verified, still good to go, and whatnot. So the last video I'm going to show you is talks about the value in cryptocurrency or Bitcoin. It's kind of like an ending breakdown. It kind of dives a little bit into everything. It is 4 minutes, 40 seconds, a little bit lengthier than the other videos I've been showing. But like I said, it is the breakdown. It is kind of the be-all. We'll go from there after I show it.
This is lesson 3, why does Bitcoin have value? In this lesson, we'll be taking a look at some of the economic fundamentals of why the Bitcoin unit of account holds value. Let's begin. In a nutshell, Bitcoin is valuable because it is both useful and scarce. Bitcoin is scarce by design in that the currency is capped at 21 million units. There will never be more than 21 million units of Bitcoin in circulation, and we know this to be true based on the source code of the technology. Bitcoin is useful because it allows us to do things with money we've never previously been able to do. Bitcoin represents a sort of programmable money, and it operates on a digital economy which has no physical borders, and therefore represents perfect portability, perfect divisibility, among many other interesting functions that come with this form of money. The blockchain network Bitcoin is built upon as well allows us to upload digital files and information which can be stored in this network and verified cryptographically without the requirement of trust. The blockchain represents a sort of ledger technology that's accessible to anyone, anywhere, while simultaneously being owned by no one. Truly, the Bitcoin protocol is incredibly useful, and we're just beginning to scratch the surface of some of its very interesting uses. What does Bitcoin allow us to do? Essentially, you can send money anywhere, anytime, to anyone, and there's essentially no limits on the movement of money. When you use Bitcoin, you are in full control of your economic livelihood, and the Bitcoin protocol and technology allows you to act like your own bank account. You can send this money with as little as you like in terms of fees, or you can also attach fees, which will ensure that your transaction is taken care of first in the queue of mining blocks. You can also send money potentially anonymously, although it's worthy to be mentioned that almost no one sends money anonymously with Bitcoin today. And as we mentioned previously, the blockchain allows us to verify information of all kinds with the proof of work algorithm, from proof of ownership, proof of existence, proof of publishment, and many, many more very interesting use cases that are beginning to emerge. One of the economic fundamentals of Bitcoin is that it allows its users to gain a sort of independence from traditional national economies. And one example of this is in early 2013, in March 2013, the citizens of Cyprus had as much as 70% of their financial livelihood and their savings confiscated by government mandated authorities because their banking system was going under. And during this time, a lot of these citizens, as well as speculators around the world, essentially drove up the price of Bitcoin because they saw it as a safe haven for some of their purchasing power. And if you look at the chart on the far right end is the run-up that we've seen in US dollars during this time. And this actually only shows a fraction of the run-up because the price went from 20 all the way up to 266 US dollars during this bank run on the citizens of Cyprus. After that, there was a price correction, but it goes to show that Bitcoin, because it is separate and independent from the national economy, represents a sort of safe haven for financial turbulence. And something we'll look in later is how this safe haven is actually anti-fragile, or benefits from the disorder of national economies. That's it for this lesson today. There's no lab, but we will see you in the next lesson.
Okay, so that was the breakdown of how it gets value, how the price works a little bit, and most importantly, again, the blockchain. It also spoke a little bit about, you know, you can't send transactions anonymously anymore. You really can't. You know, there's a lot of things you got to do now to actually get cryptocurrency. But that's another topic, another presentation. Otherwise, again, my name is Ty Clifford. You can always check me out at Twitter at Snake512. Check out the events and the website, yourcpu.win. That's urcpu.win. You know, make sure that you're joining the regular virtual meetups that we have here at yourcpu.win/talk. The link is in the description of the video. So anyway, we'll be meeting again. There will be more things to talk about. Please do submit your questions either in the Facebook group, or you can email them directly to me, taim@protonmail.com. Anyway, I do thank you for watching. You have a great day.